What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's reaction video is going to be the top 10 very best small towns in America. Now, this is going to be super intriguing, at least to me, and maybe some of you guys who don't know all the small towns in America, because it's such a huge place. I completely understand if you don't know half the towns in your country, because it's so big. One state is bigger than the UK, and I don't know half the towns in my country, if that makes sense. So I don't blame you all. So it might be a little bit of a learning thing for you guys, because at the end of the day, most videos are focused on the big states, the big towns, the big cities, which are absolutely beautiful, and I've got to go and visit. But to get a little bit more culture on the little areas, it's going to be awesome to see the small towns and what they have to offer, because it isn't just about the big towns and cities. It isn't, and you guys know that, and I bet you guys in your state and your area know a little town which is absolutely beautiful. You can go for a bit of peace and quiet and you absolutely love it, and hopefully we're going to find out some of them across the entire America. Now, I don't know what very small towns is going to be classed as, just not the main ones, I guess. But let's get straight into it. Hit that subscribe button if you're new around here. I do a lot of reaction videos like this, and I really enjoy it. So if you enjoy it and I enjoy it, just the match made in heaven. Hit that subscribe button, and let's try and hear, let's say 250 likes on this video, you absolute legends. And yeah, I will give you my favourite. Apparently this guy's favourite is number 2. That's in the title. And I'll judge mine. So let's get straight into it.
Hey, welcome back, everyone. It's time for another list.
Nice to be here.
I thought we would go small, really small. We're going to take a look at 10 of the best, very small towns with a population of under 1,000.
Oh, wow, 1,000.
This is where you find the roots and the history of this great country, on the back roads and the blue highways. Now, there's no real way, statistically or with reports, to figure out which one goes where and which are the best. A few I've been to.
Again, this is just personal opinion from this guy. I think he's getting onto that, but it is. So let me know in the comments your top 3 small towns, maybe the same ones as this. Let me know. It may be in your area, or it might be a random one you visited. Let me know in the comments.
A few I've read about, and a few I know people that are from that town, or at least from the area. So here's my top 10 best really small towns in America.
Number 10.
Number 10. Harpers Ferry, West Virginia.
Okay.
Thomas Jefferson visited Harpers Ferry in 1783 and said it to be perhaps one of the most stupendous scenes in nature.
Oh,
Other
look
than
at that.
The fact the word stupendous has always sounded made up to me, this West Virginia town is surrounded by the Blue Ridge Mountains and is where the Potomac and Shenandoah rivers meet. It has such natural beauty that most of the town is now part of the National Park Service. This place is breathtaking. They only have about 300 residents, all of which have seemed to have avoided the overuse of painkillers. Good job, Harpers Ferry.
Wait, what? I'm sorry. I did not get that last bit again. Inform me in the comments, but that looked beautiful. It's a fantastic way to start. Only 300 people live there as well. Like, imagine if you were one of them. It's an incredible experience.
Number 9. Wallace, Idaho. Wallace is a small town in the Panhandle section of Idaho.
Okay.
They hold the distinction of being the only city in Idaho to vote for Hillary Clinton in the last election. I'm totally kidding. I looked up the voting stats, and from what I gather, it may actually be illegal to vote Democrat in this town, which is fine. Wallace was founded in 1884 and hasn't gotten much bigger since then.
Look at the
mountains. That's what
mountains.
makes this place beautiful. They only have about 750 residents, and from what I've experienced, they all seem to be very kind and down-to-earth people.
Awesome.
What makes this place even more amazing is the scenery around Wallace.
Yep.
It's the type of landscape that makes you want to go sit up on a hillside and just watch the world for a bit. If you do go to Wallace, try the City Limits pub. Tell them Big Jim and the Twins sent you. I'm just kidding. Don't tell them that. That's just something I told the bartender when I was drunk there like 2 years ago.
One day, if I ever make it there, I'm going to tell him that. I'm going to show him this video. And you never know, might even get a free drink. I highly doubt it. You don't really get much for free in this world. But it'll be a good laugh. I'll definitely do it. Gotta get there first, though.
Number 8. Makanda, Illinois.
Okay.
Makanda is a town in Jackson County, Illinois. This one is actually considered a village, but we're going to call it a town. The community of Makanda began with the building of a boarding house and construction camp for the Illinois Central Railroad back in the day. Yeah. And we all know what happens when a small town has a train going through it. That's right, a hobo problem. One time they had this hobo making his way through town. The sheriff tried to usher him out of town. Well, it turns out the hobo was a Vietnam vet and didn't take kindly to this, so he beat up a bunch of the sheriffs, stole a motorcycle, went into the woods, and at some point got a hold of a rocket launcher. Wait,
what?
Forget that. That never happened.
That
was actually, I think, the plot of the first Rambo movie. But anyway, They did have big crowds during last summer's eclipse, which that was kind of cool. And this place was like dead center for the eclipse.
It's in the middle of nowhere,
Oregon,
man.
this was one of the places right along the line. It started in Oregon in the United States and went down through Illinois and a bunch of it was really cool. The town has a population of about 550 people, and they have several weird festivals every year, including one that celebrates turkey vultures. Turkey vultures.
Yeah, I don't get that
but
one.
Hey, it's a really nice town.
I mean, it seems very nice, and again, it's got a little bit of history of the eclipse, and it's also just, honestly, it's just getting in my head how small these actual towns are. Only 500 people, only 350 people. That is a very tight-knit community. You probably know everybody there, or at least have seen everybody there a lot of times. See a lot of people in one day, and it's incredibly small towns. Some of them look absolutely stunning, and yeah, it'd be awesome to visit, but I imagine it's one of them, you go into like the pub where you said, let them know they sent you, and everyone's there, it's like, oh, there's a new person here. You know what I mean? That feeling where you've gone into someone else's local and like, oh, new person, you don't live here. Do you get what I mean?
Number 7. Bell Buckle, Tennessee. Bell Buckle is a town in Bedford County, Tennessee. Bell Buckle downtown is listed in the National Register as a historic location.
Okay.
The town was settled in the early 1800s and became incorporated in 1850, due in part to becoming a rail hub between Chattanooga and Nashville.
Okay.
Since this place has been around a while, it has some historic things here.
Awesome.
There's actually even a bandstand in the middle of town, so you can go there and play music, like some 1950s musical.
Yeah,
this
I love
place
that.
is an antique lover's heaven, and everyone loves to watch the train roll by. Like, they've got to have something else to do, but this seems to be something that people like to sit and watch. Not into trains, but I know there are some of you out there that love trains. This may be the place for you.
And if you love popcorn, because that looks beautiful popcorn. But again, I'm just getting the vibe of it. It's a very old-fashioned place. You go into it, reality is left behind a little bit. You're going very old school. You're going back to what was extremely loved and things they did years and years and years ago, which is not a bad thing. It's awesome. I love it.
Oh, and they have a moon pie and RC Cola festival. I didn't even know RC Cola was around anymore. That's cool.
I don't know what RC Cola is.
Too many
Let me know in the
antiques,
comments.
They get in the way.
Let me know in the comments,
It's definitely a
guys.
place to visit. And I love kids. Just don't bring them. They're going to break some shit.
Number 6. We're almost halfway.
Number 6. Union, Connecticut.
Okay.
Union is a town of just under 700 residents, and a few ghostly ones too. That's according to legend. The town's graveyard is supposedly haunted by a number of spirits that draws a modest amount of ghost tourism.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm not going there. You guys, if you want to know, go there. Let me know how it is. And just take some pictures and send it to me. I'm not going anywhere near that. I ain't risking being haunted by ghosts.
Union is also home of Traveler Food and Books, a restaurant that gives patrons free books with their meals. With over 40,000 acres of forest land in and around the town, and a major interstate going through it, Union is known for outdoor recreation. Things like hunting, fishing, hiking, camping, and apparently fornicating in the woods. That last one is some information I got from a guy that grew up in the area. He said that's what you did during the summer. I'm going camping with my friends. And then some girl would say, I'm going camping with my friends. And they'd all go camping. Because everyone does this around here. Then you end up having sex in the woods just outside of Union, Connecticut. Good times.
Doesn't surprise me.
Moving on.
But again, it's a very tight-knit community in the middle of nowhere, literally in a forest area. You get all your recreational activities done. It seems awesome. It seems absolutely awesome and very, very American. I don't know why. It seems so American, which I absolutely love because it seemed awesome.
Number 5. Cottonwood Falls, Kansas. Cottonwood Falls is the largest city in Chase County, Kansas.
Okay.
As of the 2010 census, the city's population was only 903 people.
It's the largest city. And it's 900 people. What?
Now, that's the largest city in Chase County.
What?
I guess not many people want to live in Chase County.
Obviously
I
not.
wouldn't mind. I like it, mainly because Comcast isn't in Chase County, and that's a good thing. Now, not a lot of people associate the prairie or grassland with nature hikes, or nature for that matter. Most of us see it as a place you farm. Oh, you're right, but you're also a little bit wrong. The prairie and grasslands are naturally beautiful. Now, check out Chase State Fishing Lake if you go there.
Beautiful.
This place is beautiful. Creeks that are just trickling into the lake, geese, ducks, whatever. This town is what we thought this whole country was going to be after World War II. This place is straight out of the Andy Griffith Show. This is the Google Street View from the courthouse down Broadway, which is the main commercial street in Cottonwood Falls.
Okay.
Now here's the other direction, and that's the courthouse. America.
That's it. That's the town. I mean, some of the views look stunning there.
Number 4. Augusta, Montana. With under 400 year-round residents, Augusta is almost like stepping back into the Old
400.
West. Known as the last original cow town in the West, this is a tiny community full of farmers, ranchers, nature types, friendly people, and a few city slickers that nobody likes. I don't really know if that's true, but it sounds like it should be. This is like an Old West town with cars. If you like a town with that whole Western flavor, try Augusta. In Augusta, you have access to 1 million acres of unspoiled, rugged, high country land.
Oh, man.
There are 10 lakes ranging from 6 to 25 miles away from town. Great fishing streams. I did notice in the news of Augusta that they had a lot of hunting and fishing related crimes. And a strange number of men named Clem for some reason. Clem.
That looks beautiful,
though. That's a weird name. Clem. Clem. Moving on.
I've never heard it before, but fair play. That looks beautiful. Again, like I said about the train place, just very old school, old fashioned. And if you go there, it's a bit of a novelty to go there, it seems like. And it seems awesome. Not many people there, tight-knit community, everyone loving that way of life and beautiful views.
Number 3, Phoenicia, New York. Phoenicia is a town in Ulster County, New York, with only about 300 residents. Now, when you go to Phoenicia, which is spelt with a PH, not an F, you will think they have closer to 1,000 with the amount of tourists they get year-round. A creek runs through the south end of town and is thick with rainbow trout. And during the summer, it's thick with drunk college people tubing down the creek. Now,
okay, it's one of them. It's a party place. I like it. Spring break, everyone's going there for a party. Residents seem like they triple because there's a lot of people there. It's a party place. I'm not going to complain about that. If the residents don't mind it, it looks beautiful. It sounds like a great party place. Why not?
This is what's really cool. The library in Phoenicia, this isn't really cool, but it ends up kind of cool. The library in Phoenicia burned down. And suddenly there were books everywhere. Not from the fire, but from boxes and boxes of donations to replace what was lost. Residents can now check out books again in their temporary library. And they can also check out fishing poles from the library and use it in the creek. I think that's really neat. That is like the best
community
in small
coming
town
together.
America right
I
there.
love that, yeah. But, by the way, them little rapids, I can see why a lot of people go there on vacation. That seemed awesome. Just in a random lake doing the rapids on a little inflatable. That is awesome.
Number 2, Cedar Key, Florida. Cedar Key is a city in Levy County, Florida. The population was 702 in the 2010 census. Not a lot of people there. The Cedar Keys are a cluster of islands near the mainland. It's north of Tampa, unlike all the other keys in Florida, which kind of makes it kind of a cool place. This place is really underdeveloped for what it is. Despite its prime location on the Gulf of Mexico, Cedar Key has escaped developers. It doesn't really have enough beach to attract any kind of resort type thing, and I get the feeling that type of thing will never happen.
Oh, fair
play. Like an old fishing village from some Humphrey Bogart movie back in the 50s. People always say Cedar Key is like Key West was 30 years ago. What I like here is the lack of commercial property in the Keys. It's mostly people just living their life. And it's a far stretch from a tourist location. It's more like a unique place to live. Now, I've been here. I ended up there by mistake. I was dating a girl from Bronson, Florida, which is down the road from there. I drove down from Fort Benning to meet her family. Yes, she was that hot. I drove from Fort Benning to the middle of Florida to meet a girl's parents.
When
I got down there, I turned right instead of left on the 24 and ended up in Cedar instead of Bronson. I called her. She said that her parents were being dicks and told me, I'm coming to you. And we spent the weekend there, and it was really nice. It was nicer for me because we didn't talk much after that and quit returning my phone calls. Maybe I'm not as mad.
Oh, sorry. That's actually a bit horrible because I thought he was going somewhere else. We didn't talk much after they'd met on that trip, but no. Okay, they pretty much were nothing after that. I feel a bit harsh for laughing now. I feel a little bit harsh, but it looks absolutely beautiful.
Magical as I thought I was. I don't know. She was a nice girl, though. She was really hot. Really good-looking girl.
Number 1, the final list. That was beautiful. That's his favourite place.
Number 1,
what we got?
Leapers
Tennessee
Fork,
again.
Tennessee. Leapers Fork is a rural town in Williamson County, Tennessee, and it has a population of about 650 people. This place ain't big, but it is big in history. It's along the old Natchez Trace, which is a trail used by Native Americans and settlers that traveled from Tennessee to Natchez, Mississippi, which is right near the border of Louisiana. Well, not right near, but it's close to. Now, Leapers Fork sprung up as one of the trading posts along the trace. It's also the trail that Meriwether Lewis of Lewis and Clark expedition died in 1809. Leaper's Fork was also big in the moonshining history as well, and they still have a distillery located there today. Now, I learned about this place from a high school friend that watches my videos. She's lived just outside of Leaper's Fork for about 20 years now. She says she will never leave. She says the people are great, it's wonderful, she loves the place.
That's actually awesome.
She also says that she has to keep the fact she's from Los Angeles secret, or some of the older locals, they treat her like she's some sort of sexual deviant drug user. Because, of course, if you're older than 60 and live in middle America, you think all of California is a big coke-snorting orgy. Her words, not mine.
Wow. Again, it's that mentality, is it? You're in your own village. The main, like, city life and stuff like that is completely different, very old-fashioned. Again, I wouldn't say that's my favourite. I think some of the early ones would be absolutely stunning views. You know, I'm a sucker for a view with the most incredible to me. But still, it is stunning, it's awesome, and we're learning about it. And maybe you guys can give me more insight in the comments.
If you like small towns and hate coke-snorting orgies, this little Tennessee village may be the place for you. If you do go there, go to Puckett's Grocery. So it's a restaurant as well as a grocery store, and it has a roadside gas station. When I say roadside, it is like a bus stop in most cities are. The bus just kind of pulls off the road, you get on. The gas pumps, look, right here, see?
Oh my God, wow.
You just drift over a little bit if you're at the gas pump. Now this place, Puckett's, is really nice, has musicians. On nice summer nights, they actually go outdoors there, and they play music and open mic stuff. It's really neat. This is a really, really cool community. That's why it's #1 on this list.
I like that.
The history, the people, it's amazing. I'm going to visit there sometime soon. Probably
Hopefully
next
I
year.
will.
If you're in the area, give it a try. Take a look.
Definitely,
all right,
man.
so that's my video. Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for stopping by and taking a look at it. Tell me what you thought. Leave me a comment. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you think. If you think I missed a small town, let me know. Maybe we'll make another video.
Let him know in his video. Let me know in the comments your top 3 places. Let me know if you've ever been to any of these places and you can add a bit of insight, because it is something I want to do. When I come to America, I want to go to other big areas. I've got so much money to spend in America in terms of, I don't have the money yet. Hopefully I'll get it one day, but I've got so many big ideas and big dreams to go to everywhere and explore the world, and I think I need other money because I've already spent a lot of money in my head doing these trips, if that makes sense. So I haven't got the money, I haven't spent it yet, but in my head I've spent it because I need to go to all these places and do it, and it's going to cost an absolute fortune. So well, yeah, let me know in the comments your best experiences, maybe some other small towns I can check out, because I've definitely got to do it, and watching these videos just make me so happy, just seeing so many communities, seeing the views and stuff like that, and it's absolutely awesome. Hit that like button, guys, hit that subscribe button if you're new around here, I'd really appreciate it. Reactions every single day, and yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.